today we're going to be making some traditional biltong. So I've gone to my butcher, I got myself two rump steaks, or two rumps, and what I've done is I've taken all the prime cuts for biltong, I've chopped everything else up, and it's sitting ready to be made for For. So we are all set to go. Today I am using Freddie Hirsch's biltong spice. Now I've never used it before. It was part of a box which I got from Biltong Brew, and so we're going to try that out today. So I've got 4 kgs of rump to make it from. So how it works with the Freddie Hirsch's is for every kg you use 40 to 50 grams spice. So I've already pre-weighed it out. I've got 200 grams right here. The first thing I'll say straight away, the first thing I'm seeing is compared to Crown National spices who I usually use, there seems to be a lot more coriander in this, which is not a bad thing. Let's get to it. So what you'll need for your biltong is you'll need brown vinegar, your spices like I said, and the meat. It's as simple as that. So what I have done with my brown vinegar is I've actually poked holes in the top of it, so it works almost like a little sprinkler. Then what I do is I take the meat, I've cut a fair amount of the fat off of that, just enough so that I can still get some of the biltong, which is how I like it. The rest I will be using in the boerewors. So you lay it inside of there, get it nice and compact. And what I do is I just sprinkle the vinegar. There's no exact measurements, just give it a good sprinkle. I take my spices, give it a good spice. You can then turn it around. Do the same process, get yourself some vinegar. Give it a good sprinkle. Do the same with the spices. We'll put the next layer on. And it's really just rinse and repeat, the same thing over again. Alright, so that's all spiced up, all vinegared up. Now, we will leave this in the fridge for 24 hours or just overnight. I cannot stress enough the importance on letting it sit overnight. You've got to let the spices, you've got to let the vinegar, everything really soak into that meat. A lot of the times people ask me how to do it, they rush it, they put the spices on vinegar, as I've done now, and they hang it straight away. Then within 2 days I get a photo saying, why is my biltong white? It's because it has gone rotten. So yes, it's an extra day, but give it time. So we're going to put this in the fridge for 24 hours, and then the next time we come back we will then look at hanging. It's as simple as that. We will be using our Biltong King for this. So I've never used it before, and I'm hoping that with 4 kgs of meat, it's going to handle it just fine. If it doesn't, I can squish it in between the stuff that's in the other biltong box here. So, time to put it in the fridge. And you will notice that the container that I'm using here, what this allows me to do is every couple of hours I can go in and just turn them around. So that allows the vinegar just to keep on flowing through. There's not all sitting in the bottom. So let's put that in the fridge. So it's been 24 hours since we've put it in the fridge, so we'll take that out now. Let me have a look at this. See what I was saying about how the spices and the vinegar soak into the meat? Look at the colour of that meat, that is beautiful. So we'll take some hooks. Now you'll notice the way that I've done the hook is so that when I'm hanging in the dryer, I can put quite a few of them along each other, and they're not going to touch. Okay, so that's the last piece now hooked. Now it's just throwing into the Biltong King. Now I haven't used this machine before. This was through a PR video, as I mentioned earlier, so I'll put the link in the description below. We will do a video over the next couple of days and just showing you photos of what the Biltong looks like, and then we'll do a taste test right at the end. I'm going to wash my hands and get going. Okay, so now we just hang the meat. Okay, so we've hung all 4 kgs, and as you can see it's pretty cramped up in here. But over the next couple of days, what happens with the Biltong is it will lose about 40% of its volume, so you'll see it really shrink up. You really don't want Biltong touching itself, or touching other pieces of meat. So we'll just move it around every day or so just to make sure that it's all going to dry properly. Let's get it in the machine. And there we go. So please hit the like and subscribe button, and we will post another video of, like I said, how it dried and do a final taste test, because like I said, I've never tried this Freddy Hirsch's before. So it's their Hunter's Biltong seasoning. So I'm really looking forward to it, and we'll see how it goes in the next couple of days. Thank you.